Hey everybody, it's Doc. Why three separate channels? I mean, why is that even important to do? Well, mainly because I want to respect your time. I don't necessarily think that people who like the car stuff are going to necessarily like the guitar stuff, or vice versa, or the third channel is not going to have anything to do with either of those. So if I had them all in this one channel, I feel like it doesn't serve everyone equally well. So this is just going to be the me channel, and I'll be talking about what I'm doing, and I'll point you to the other pieces of it, but it may not have the specific content of that type. That's what those are for. And so if you like the car stuff, but you don't like the guitar stuff, or you don't like the new thing that's coming, cool. Don't subscribe to those. Subscribe to the car channel. I'd like to think that folks will subscribe to this channel and stay put because it's the me channel. But I don't know. But I will. What I can say too is this: this channel is probably going to have the most content because it's easiest to make. Uh, vlogs are cake, man. I mean, compared to setting up for a car shoot and getting all that stuff right. And, the weather. I mean, when you're out in the garage in Texas, I haven't been able to shoot the car stuff in a couple months. That's not to say that I won't have more material to release. You'll see more stuff, but that was all pre-shot. Now we're starting to get into a weather pattern where I can do that. Another important thing to consider about the car stuff is the fact that I may not be living here too much longer for a variety of reasons. It might be that I move to San Francisco. It might be that I move to North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia. I don't know. I may move to a different part of Texas, but I'm probably not staying here. Someone said that I was stagnant, and I think they were right. And I think that maybe I stagnated partially because I'm here. I had the opportunity to stagnate. That's a stupid way to put it, but I was working from home for 4 years. I didn't leave this room. I mean, I woke up, I came in this room, I worked on the computers that are arrayed before me that you can't see, but I'm looking at them now. And I was working part-time, which was great. I do miss the gig, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I didn't have any reason to leave the house most of the time. And the grocery store is something along the lines of 2 blocks away. So my life could be contained within really like a 1 mile radius for everything. And it was for a long time. So that can lead to a certain amount of stagnation. I have friends who are worried about my current, state of happiness. And for that, I appreciate your concern. I do. I'd rather, if you want to focus on something, don't worry about that. Look at my body of work. Let's focus on the work. When I'm not feeling so great and I'm getting nervous and antsy about this or that and waiting for this, I want to fill my hands with something. I want to make a thing. I always feel better after I make a thing. It doesn't matter what it is. But once I've crafted something, put it into the world, I do feel better. So that's part of my motivation for making some of the vlogs, is just kind of buzzing. I need to make a thing. So for those of you who understand what I'm doing, what I'm building in them, it's going to take a while. Your patience is appreciated, and patience is hard. Understand that I'm being patient too, and I'm building this out piece by piece, and I'm trying to build it on my strengths, because I'm going to work harder and care more about something that's within my realm of strength. And if it's something I enjoy, I'll do the extra pieces, and I will study, and I will take the time to add graphics and experiment and try to improve and improve and improve, because I care about the thing too. I'm not very good at working that hard on something that I just don't care about. I mean, I can do it, but it doesn't. I don't have that staying power, you know. This is going to have staying power because I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to play guitar anyway. I'm going to learn guitar, and it's not. I've been playing guitar for a long time, but I've picked up pieces here and there. I'm trying to fill out the whole guitar experience. You know, I want to leave no stone unturned, and I'm taking you with me on that journey. The car stuff is, I've got projects that need to be done, and are they super fancy stuff? Look, I'm not restoring this stuff to Concours quality. I'm not capable of doing that. What I want to show people is that someone like me, who is of average mechanical ability, can make this stuff happen. You can get a car back on the road yourself. The only ingredient there is just persistence. You just kind of keep going. I can't tell you how many times I've stared at something and gone, man, I have no idea how that works. None. But we have the internet. We have shop manuals that are in reproduction. We have forums where people will tell you everything you ever want to know about a problem and much more besides. So you can take that thing to the level that you need to get it to by yourself if you have sort of baseline set of tools, a baseline place to make it happen. And that's what I'm trying to show with Doc's Carolina Garage of Texas. And, you know, why did I name it that? That's a silly name. It is a silly name, but it's a name that I'm pretty sure no one else is ever going to have, right? So you hear Doc's Carolina Garage of Texas, it's probably not someone else's deal, because it's a goofy name, and it's goofy on purpose. You'll remember it. You'll know who I am there. You know, it's easy to make a name that you can't nail down. It sounds like 50, 100, 200, 300 other channels. I want to be unique so that when you hear the name, you know who it is right away. You know, it's going to take years to get to a point where it could even theoretically sustain me as an independent thing. But that's the dream. That is absolutely the thing that I would love to see happen, is I could say, what I do is produce content, and I make enough money on the content that I live happily ever after on that. And these things build, but they take time. They start small. If you're watching this and you have a YouTube channel and you just monetize, you know what I'm talking about. That AdSense revenue, you can only really laugh at first. Like, wow, I didn't realize it was that small. Yes, it's that small. But you keep going, you make content, you document. You know, this is not. I mean, this is storytelling, but it's my story. It's the story that I have. It's the story of my life that's running currently, and I'm just basically documenting it. I'm not having to make anything up. As far as my ease in front of the camera, it's a different story. I've done it, and I'll continue to do it. It's when you're an army of one, you're the talent too. So it is what it is. This. You know, you get a face made for radio here. But I thought I would give you. I think people were starting to wonder that I was being too cryptic and not really explaining the deal as thoroughly as I could. I put an iPhone on a tripod, and I gave it a microphone. This is all, you know, I could ball this whole thing up in my hands and take it anywhere. So, you know, I don't know. You might see me doing this from a boat in Sausalito, or from the Mustang Garden in South Carolina, or my parents' backyard if it all goes super sideways. I don't know, but I'll still do it. So you'll get plenty of content. if you care about this kind of content. And if you don't, if this is just not your jam, cool. I will have other channels for you. DC Got rollout happened, and the next one up is the guitar stuff. Starting up a new channel, there's a fair bit of work. If you want to do it right, if you want to do it crappy, I mean, I could probably launch it in 30 seconds, but it would look like garbage, you know. There's a lot of little hidden pokey bits inside YouTube that you gotta make sure are working right, and then it works like you think it does. And then it's just a question of funneling the content to the right channel. So you might like that one. You might like the car one. You might like this one. You might like the mystery one that's coming up. And you might like all of them, which is ideal because then you just love me. It's all about me, right? At that point. But I think that you'll hopefully there's something you'll like. Finally, thank you. Just thanks to the folks who have been here the whole time. There's a small core cadre that's going to get to watch this whole thing unfold. And that's very exciting. They help to make it happen. I mean, so many conversations, late night, early morning, to make it happen and to make me better. You know, Jeff Ford, huge. Vladimir Zagumeny, huge. Bill Rodishin, you know, these are the folks that are with me, and we're making each other better. So thank you, especially to you, but to anyone who's watching this crazy thing, you know, thanks. It does mean a lot to me that there are folks that care, and it doesn't. Do I want huge subscriber numbers? Sure. Does it bother me that there's, I don't know, 40 plus people who've subscribed? No. I value every single one of the people who cares enough to watch this stuff. No, that's super cool. If there was, man, I was a club musician. There were some nights where if I got 40 people in the club, it'd be cool. You know, I played to 3 people and a dog. I liked the dog. So yeah, I appreciate everybody that's taking their time to watch my stuff, and hopefully you find it rewarding, and hopefully you'll stick with me and continue to see more fun stuff. All right, I will give you back your time, give you back your day, and thanks for sticking with me. So take care, and more coming soon, especially on this channel. I seem to run my mouth constantly. All right, touching the button that makes it stop.